People will tell you Lunalight is a fusion-based deck, but I firmly disagree. Lunalight, thanks to the power of Lunalight Tiger, has and always will be an XYZ-based deck. As such, I decided to completely lock them out of the game by using Archnemeses Protos with Infernal Flame Banshee. Let me show you what I mean. Starting off with the main deck, I have 3 copies of the new Lunalight Gold Leo. Then I have 2 copies of Kaleidoshik, 1 Lunalight Yellow Marten, 3 copies of Lunalight Tiger, then I have 2 of the new Lunalight Silverhound, and the last Lunalight is 1 copy of Black Sheep. For the non-Lunalight engine cards, I have 1 copy of Fractal, 1 copy of Nemesis Flag, and 1 copy of Archnemeses Protos. For the spells, I have 1 copy of Polymerization, 3 copies of Fire Formation Tenki, 3 copies of Foolish Burial Goods, 3 copies of Lunalight Perfume. The last Lunalight card is 1 copy of Lunalight Serenade Dance. For the non-engine, I have 3 copies of Mulcharmi Fuvalos, and 3 copies of Mulcharmi Perulia, 3 copies of Forbidden Droplet, 3 copies of Triple Tactics Thrust, and 1 Talents, 1 Call by the Grave to stop their hand traps, and the last card is 1 copy of Black Goat Laughs. For the extra deck, I have 1 copy of IP Masquerena, 1 Cross Sheep, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 Tri-Brigade Furgit, 1 Access Code Talker, 1 Abaoku, 1 Eclipse Twins, 1 Emerald, 1 Banshee, 1 copy of Dugares, 1 Tiger King, 1 Perfume Dancer, 1 Liger, and 1 Leo Dancer. For the side deck, I have 3 copies of Droll and Lockbird, 3 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 copies of Artifact Lancia, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, and for other thrust targets, I play 1 Mischief, 1 Sanctum, and 1 Dimensional Barrier. And the last card is 3 copies of Dominus Impulse. So you open Gold Leo and 4 unknown cards. You start by normal summoning Gold Leo, attempt to use its effect to search and discard Yellow Marten. You can activate Yellow Marten's effect to add a Lunalight Spirit Trap, and you search Lunalight Masquerade. You activate Masquerade, use its effect to dump Silverhound to the graveyard. You use Silverhound's effect to summon a Lunalight from your deck. Here you activate Shik to dump Black Sheep to the graveyard and copy its name. Then you can use Gold Leo's second effect since a Lunalight went to your graveyard, and you can add back the Black Sheep. You discard Black Sheep to grab a Polymerization. Here you can activate Polymerization to perform a fusion summon for a Lunalight Perfume Dancer. So suppose you want to play around Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, you would do Shelling 1 Masquerade and Shelling 2 Perfume Dancer. That would grab you a Perfume from your deck to your hand and add a Polymerization from your graveyard to your hand, and then you have to discard a card. Here you can activate Perfume to reborn a Lunalight from your graveyard. You can bring back the Kaleidoshik, use Kaleidoshik's effect to dump a Leo Dancer from the extra deck to the graveyard. Then you can banish Perfume from the graveyard, discard a card from your hand to add a Tiger. Here you can place Tiger in your Pendulum Scale and use its effect to bring back any level 4 Lunalight. Here you overlay the Kaleidoshik and the Gold Leo you just brought back into a Tiger King. Use his effect on summon to set a fire formation from your deck, that being Tenki, which you then immediately activate, grabbing you a Tiger. Then you link away the Tiger King and the Perfume Dancer into a Cross Sheep in your EMC. Here you activate Polymerization, and thanks to Masquerade you can banish fusion materials from your graveyard as opposed to using from your hand or field. So here I would banish the Gold Leo, the Silverhound, Black Sheep, and Leo Dancer. You want to leave the Shik and Marten in the graveyard, because those are the most vital names, and the Shik can dump you further copies of Silverhound and Gold Leo. And you keep the Perfume Dancer in graveyard, so you have a fusion monster to banish next turn to negate a spell or trap with Silverhound's effect. You're gonna put the Leo Dancer back with Flag, so there's no need to play multiple fusion monsters just to facilitate the Liger Dancer, because you can readily recycle them in your combo. So you resolve the Polymerization, banish these from your graveyard, to summon the aforementioned Liger Dancer from your extra deck to the zone that Cross Sheep points to. Here, since you summoned a fusion monster, you can activate the effect of Cross Sheep to reborn a level 4 or lower monster from your graveyard, and you bring back the Kaleidoshik. Here you can use Shik's effect to dump a Lunalight from your deck to the graveyard. Here you can use Yellow Marten's graveyard effect to bounce back your Tiger and summon her from the graveyard. Then you can overlay both of these into an Infernal Flame Banshee. So here you would activate Banshee's effect, detaching the Shik to search a Flag. Here you special summon Flag by returning the Leo Dancer to your extra deck. Here you use Flag's effect to search a Nemesis from your deck to your hand. Then I would scale 1 Tiger, use its effect to bring back Shik, use Shik's effect to dump a Silverhound, so we have the spell and trap negate. Scale the second Tiger, use Tiger's effect, bring back the Leo, overlay Leo and Shik into a Baguska. Overlay the Banshee and the Baguska into an Eclipse Twins. Here, I would link the Flag and the Twins into an IP Masquerena. Trigger Twins' effect, bring back the Baguska, then I would link the Cross Sheep, the Baguska, and the IP Masquerena into an Abao AQ. So here, I would activate Abao's effect, discard a random card from your hand, banish this until the end phase, and reborn a light or dark monster from your graveyard. You use it to reborn the Eclipse Twins. Then you summon the Protoss by banishing these, say, from your graveyard. Protoss they call Dark, so Liger is not destroyed because it's unaffected, Protoss is not destroyed because it can't die by card effects, and the twins is a light monster. Now your Malice or Mitsurugi opponent will be forced to pass back, since their deck is comprised purely of dark monsters. The same also goes for the mirror match. So why is this end board so good apart from the Protoss lock? Well, in the end phase, your Abao will return to the field. Here you would even be able to use the Abao, discard a card from your hand, to pop a card on the field. You can just pop the twins, and use twins' effect to reborn the Baguska. And obviously if your opponent passes here, you just OTK them. I hope you found this video informative, and have a great rest of your day. If you enjoy my content, make sure to also subscribe to my second channel, linked in the description box down below.